Hey, what's happening, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of my repair videos. Today's video is a short video that I want to make to show you all how to get your scooter light, fixed. If you got any problem with your scooter light and maybe you're riding, the light just went off and you don't know what happened, today's video is a video that I'm going to teach you how to check if your scooter light is a big fault, if it's a small fault that you can fix. So if you're new to my channel, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification. So anytime I make a new videos like this, you can, get into it and then, see what happens. So a few things I'm say about this thing. So if you have a scooter like the one that I got right here, or maybe this one right here, an electric scooter. So but if the scooter got a lighting system, like you got light on the scooter, like this one right there, you got light on this one right here. It's a way I'm gonna tell you all to, find out if your scooter lighting is a major fault or a small fault that you can fix. So what happened is, last time I was riding this scooter, coming by it was raining, so it's like it's not really, very big rain, but the rain is actually very big that can affect, your electric scooter. So then the light stopped working. So I don't know, it was very dark. So I gotta have to, make a way, to get home. And when I got home, I try to, look for a few things that I think I might, trigger the light to go off. So if you ride these scooters, some of them might say that, you can ride them in the rain, but they're not waterproof, you know what I'm saying? Because all these parts you see here, the water can get through it and get straight into the actual unit. And what water does, when water gets to this type of unit, it breaks the wires. So in this unit you see here, like, this one, that one, that one, that one, they all have a circuit board. Some of them have wires with coatings on. So if water gets in any of this, it might breach the wires. What do I mean by bridging the wire? Bridging the wire means that, the cable that might be running on this is not supposed to be touching that one, because they all run on different lines, going to different, circuit. So if the water gets in and water might need to touch this cable and the water cable, they might bridge it. And in doing so, if you're not fortunate, you might end up blowing your controller. So if you're riding your scooter and the scooter just, stop working and you don't know what happened, this is the first trick and the first few things that you gotta have to check to be sure that it's not anything major. The first thing you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to try to put your scooter on. If the scooter comes on, that means you're still getting power, because this is connected to your controller. So supposing if you're riding this scooter and the water gets into whatever part it is, and then, bridge the wires, the first thing that might be going off will be your controller. Because your controller have what we call transistors, the IC or the MOSFET and things like that on your controller. It might go wrong. And when that goes wrong, there's no way about it. That means that you're going to be changing the whole controller, which is a big job. Because that means you're going to have to be taking all this deck off, get to the controller, and then get a controller replaced. So if you check that and you see that your scooter, like the way this one is right here, the power is still coming on, the next thing you're gonna have to check is, in this situation with this scooter, the light wasn't working. So although I fixed the light, and don't worry, when I was fixing the light, and I got some companies in my house, they're so noisy. So what I did was, I did a video fixing the light, but I did not provide the audio. So what I did, I still got a video on my phone. So what I do is, when I keep all the explanation, when I get you all the explanation and things that you're gonna have to do when you get yourself in that situation, and I'm gonna show you the video how to go about the whole process. So what I'm saying is, if that's the situation and then your light is off, because the light is the one that is not working, so you have to press your horn to see if you can get your horn. So if you press your horn and your horn works, that means that you're getting power from the battery through the controller through the horn. Because remember, the horn is connected to the controller unit. So each time you send a signal by pressing this button, the controller, regulate that signal and then make the horn, horn up so people can know that you're riding your scooter. So if you do that and your horn is not working, and maybe this light is not coming on the scooter, then you might be able to maybe get home, put the scooter on charge. If you put the scooter on charge and still you can't get a scooter to come on, or you can't get a horn working, that means that you definitely need a new controller. That means your controller is gone. Your controller got blown out by the water getting ingress into any part of this unit, that probably blow your controller. But in this situation, the scooter is able to light up and the horn was working. So that means that we know the controller is working. Another thing you can use also to check to see if your controller is not working is when you put a scooter on, try but be very careful. Don't go harsh on it. Otherwise, you're going to be, your scooter going to be flying out somewhere. So try to pull the scooter, the accelerator, like this one right here. Try to pull it just a little bit to you. If you pull it just a little bit and you see movement in the scooter, that means that the controller is sending a signal to your motor. That means the controller is not, spoiled. That means you are lucky, because if the controller got bad, you're going to be in a big trouble, you know what I'm saying? Because that means you're going to be doing a lot of work to get the scooter back. But if the scooter can move, the horn is working, that means that the controller is still good. So the next thing you're going to have to do in this situation is, the light is the one that is not working. So you you're going to have to investigate the lighting. So what I did, like in the video that I'm going to show you all right now, I'm just put my second phone, this one right here, and then show you all the video. So if you all see, that's the video there. And pardon me, because something I know you all saying about editing and all that. But when I do my videos, not like a fashion video or style or anything, you know what I'm saying? I do my video just to pass out information, a message for y'all, to help y'all to get your scooter running. So I don't have time to be doing editing to make a video. So if the video is not too clear, but you can get information that I'm passing over, then I'm satisfied. My purpose on my channel is to help you all to repair your own scooter so no one rip you off. And then you can keep riding your scooter. You don't get frustrated because the scooter spoiled. You cannot get the scooter back on the road. You know what I'm saying? So y'all don't get too crazy about the video editing thing. So this is the video that I made on this other phone the other day when I got company here. So I'm going to just play the video. It's the same scooter. You can see it there. So it's not any other scooter. So I'm going to just play the video. So you can see that in this video, I'm not talking. I'm only demonstrating. So in this situation, these two wires, they got bent out. So when water gets through that unit into that, it breaks to the two wires. And because this scooter Ultra G right here is not any other cheap scooter. There's a different model of the same scooters that are from China and all these places. They're very cheap. That's the thing. When you buy the good one from, the right, manufacturers, they got circuit protectors on a controller. So when water got into that, I'm supposed to be blowing out my controller. But in this case, the circuit unit didn't take the current, the bridge of the current into the controller. So the wire intense bent. So you can see that wire right there. You can see it's black. It's a copper wire. It's meant to be without copper color. It's bent. So all you're going to have to do in that situation, if the light is not working, don't panic. You just need fuel tools. You can see in the video. You need a screwdriver, it doesn't matter which one. So I just got this or that. And then you're going to have to go to where the lighting is. You got two screws. You got one on the upper and one on the lower side. You just have to turn your screwdriver anti-clockwise to load the two screws that you can see right on the scooter right there. Then you lose the cap. When it loses, you can pry this cap, freely open. And when you do that, before you do that, make sure you pull the handlebar a little bit out so you can have space to maneuver. You might be able to lose the brake to pull the brake away as well, so you have enough space. In this situation, I did not lose the brake. I let the brake be in the same position because I got a few rooms to work with. So what I did was I pushed the compass a little bit forward so that I can have room. So when you pull those cable out, you're going to be seeing two switch units. The blue one is the one that control the lighting. That's with the red one. And the one under with the black switch is the one that control the horn. So the one that control, the way you're going to be identifying this is maybe, other scooters you might have different colors of the switches. Don't worry about that. The switch that click, when you press it, the switch that click in, and then when you press it, click out is the one that controls the light. The switch that when you press it, it just press with the spring and release instantly is the one that controls the horns. So that's what you need to know. So in my situation, this wire got bent up because of the bridge of the water. So this is simple repairs. You pull the scooter out, you investigate. When I actually took the cap off, I look around it, I didn't see no bending, so I gotta have to pull the wires out to inspect them, and I see that one of the coating is actually more rough than the other one. And when I look under, the wires got bent. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you identify. So whichever wire is it you identify. If the wires are still soldered, the part that look like something like a silver color that's a solder that is soldered into the metal part, what you're gonna have to do is you just have to the two wires that you can see there, you just have to put them together and tie them very hard, and then use insulation tape or any tape that you can see to bind it together, so that way you can get your scooter working. So in this case, I'm holding the camera with one hand, and I'm trying to demonstrate to show you all how to do it. So when you turn that, you're going to be seeing me turning that. When you turn that and everything turn in, yeah, you can see that. So if you turn it and the two wires, bind them together, and you press your switch, your light should come on. If your light is not coming on, that means that there might be bend along the line somewhere. That means you're going to be taking that coating. You're going to be taking that coating up. Sorry about that, I think my hand just, press that, so let me just forward that a bit so we can just get to where I was. Okay, so I'm trying to see where I am. I don't even know where I am, but I'm just gonna go back a bit. So let's see. Maybe that's where I am. For some reason, okay. Right. So but I'm sorry about that. Something happened. The thing just went about. The purpose is I'm just trying to demonstrate to you how to do it. It's not anything difficult. It's not anything that you need somebody to help. It's just simple step. So way back again, I don't know where we were before, but if you look back in the video, I'm gonna just try and see if I can forward it a bit to see. Cause we were somewhere, what? Okay, right. I think it might be this is where we were. So yeah. So if you I'm just gonna put the speaker out because I got people in the background. That's why I couldn't make a video with audio. So if you look right now, once you tie the wire, the wire with your hand, screw them together, just like you can see right there. I'm doing. That's all you're gonna have to do. And then you test your switch. If the light comes on, that means that's where the problem is. Now you can see in this situation the light is on, so that means the problem is just there. But if the light is not on, but your horn is working, the scooter is turning on, is not a controller, that means you're gonna have to trace that wire. The one is you're gonna have to trace it through the coating, which is this one. You're gonna have to trace that wire through the coating. I have to remove the coating, which is very easy. You trace this wire and check along the wire up to at least here, because you're gonna have to see a bend somewhere along that. But in this case, you can see the problem is not too far. It's just where the actual switch is. That's what the problem is. One thing that happened as well that I'm gonna let you all know is, when I finished that, because the wire got bent, I had to, cut the other side of the wire to expose the coppers to bind them together. The wires became very short, and because when you finish putting the wires together, you're gonna have to put them back into their separate unit. The one with the blue switch goes in the red one, which is the light, and then the other one goes in the green one, which is the horn. But in this case, because I had to peel some part of the wire, so the wire became short, it will not fit into the individual unit. So what I did was, I wasn't anything, but I just looked for some old wire, like cable like this. In this type of cable, you got two wires in. You got one wire might be the brown color, one blue, or whatever color, it doesn't matter. What you do is you just cut it, peel this coating off, and there's gonna be two wires in. And when you get those two wires, just cut a bit off, not too long and not too short. And you're gonna use those two wires now, and then tie those wires, the new wires that you cut, into the one already that is there that you've peeled, but they became very short. You know what I'm saying? When you do that, then that means that you have more rooms now to put the blue switch into the red unit for the light, and the other one for the horn. And when you do that, all you're gonna have to do is just, you know, go back with the reverse by putting the caps back, and then put your screws in, screw them, position it the way you want. I will say that doing this, because of what the rain and order, don't position this up, because I know some people like to, you know, turn it up so that way they can get back. If you do it like that, when it rains or when there's any water, the water is going to flow down easy into the unit due to gravity. So what I'm gonna suggest is try to, you know, bend it, you know, a little bit straight, maybe even a little bit more. So if there's any water, or any rain fall on this, it's just going to drip to this side. Because the switch is a little bit down, so it's not gonna be able to go in straight because of gravity, so the water might end up dripping down. That's another way to avoid having this situation if you ride your scooter mostly in the rain. But if you don't ride your scooter mostly in the rain, then maybe you might not be having this problem. But maybe sometimes, you know, it might not even be the rain. It might just be like, you know, with time, when you keep riding, keep putting your light on and off, you know, because the power produces heat. And everybody knows that where heat goes, heat gonna do, you know, things. He's gonna make problem. So with time, these coatings, you know, can melt off, or there might be some, you know, malfunction or something somewhere that can produce high voltage through those copper wires, and the copper wires can actually, you know, cut off. So this is just a short video. So it doesn't matter what kind of scooter you have. If you have this scooter or that scooter, any scooter, if the scooter got a lighting on it, and your light suddenly went off, whether you rode in the rain or you just came and the light went off, follow the simple steps by checking first to be sure it's not your controller, by trying to see if your scooter got a horn, trying to put a horn on. If the horn sound, that means your controller is sending a signal. Try to put the scooter on. When the scooter lit up, it means there's a power, you know, flowing through the controller coming. They try to press the accelerator a little bit. If you press a little bit and the scooter trying to move, that means that the controller is working. So that means you know now that the problem is not from your controller, because controller repairs is the biggest part of the whole scooter, because there inside you're gonna have to open the whole scooter to get to it. You're gonna have patience to locate which wires, if you're gonna be changing and all that. I had videos on my channel about how to repair your controllers of any scooters. The same procedures can be used for any scooter that you got controller. All scooters, anything that run electric motor with power, we're gonna have a controller. So even if it's a bicycle, electric bike, or whatever it is, it's the same simple steps, you know, to get your bike or scooter back on the road. So I'm gonna just end this video right here. If you have a problem now, you know how to, you know, repair your light or get your scooter back into working. And also, before I go, it's not easy last year and even the beginning of this year. Well, things still keep going on with this coronavirus and all that. Y'all take care of yourself. Y'all protect yourself all the time. To my next video, they give thumb up to my videos as well. It encourages me, it make me want to make more videos on each problem of electric scooters to help you all out there. So take care of yourself, and I'm out now.